I feel a bit nervous to make this review because when I first sat down to watch Strong Girl, it was coming from a place of I wanted something light and easy and adorable that I didn't really have to think too much about while I was waiting for W. And Strong Girl is one I've already seen before, so spoilers. I was expecting to just fall into Strong Girl and really enjoy it, and what ended up happening was taking this show apart. If you have come here hoping that we just gush together and don't talk about any flaws with zero criticism, this is not going to be a review that you're going to enjoy, and it might be best if you just move on and find what you're actually looking for, because that is not this video. So, hello YouTube, my name's Marie, and today we're gonna do a spoiler review for Strong Girl. I say spoiler review because this is a rewatch for me. I'm not going to limit what I can talk about. I don't think in my notes I actually have many like full-blown big picture spoilers, but it's good to have that warning out there. I know a lot of people are very sensitive to spoilers. So I want to just quickly tell you what my impression of Strong Girl was going into this rewatch. Like I mentioned earlier, I was looking for something very cute and easy and lighthearted and like just adorable. Like I was looking for adorableness. And I do remember not liking some of the side characters upon my first viewing. Like the mother and like her little gaggle of other women I found really annoying the first time through. That kind of broad feeling of like I know it's gonna be cute, but I know that there's gonna be annoying characters was super like exemplified by my second viewing. Like it just took all of my older impressions of the show and was like, yeah, you're right, but now times it by a billion. The leads are amazing. I really love their dynamic, their romance, the growth, like basically everything about the romance and the leads, fantastic, wonderful. And then all of the side characters are freaking annoying. Humor of the side characters is so far removed from what I think is actually funny. So much potty humor, like literal potty humor. Like it shows people wetting themselves and in the hospital drinking like poop liquor or something, and it's just like it's so disgusting and so elementary kind of like little teenage boys kind of humor that like I had no patience for it. And by probably episode 6 I was like, I'm watching this for enjoyment now as a rewatch. Like I know exactly what I want to get from this show, and I just stopped. I was like, nope. As soon as I saw any side characters that I thought were annoying, being like the men that she beat up in the beginning first episode, as soon as I saw them, I'm like, nope, skip. And then later in the show, when there's that doppelganger, I started to skip forward with his scenes. Not because the humor wasn't funny, because I do remember the first time viewing it, I was like, he's kind of, it's better than potty humor, so I'll watch it. I'm older now watching this, and I think I'm more aware of sort of subtle messages that shows portray, and I found Strong Girl to be extremely homophobic. It's in a way that's very subtle, because I could see someone making the argument that no, it's not homophobic, because the male lead, people say he's gay all the time and he doesn't freak out about it. He's not like, oh no, like how could you, I'm a strong man's man, like, you know, like he doesn't react in a way you would expect of a straight man being said like you're gay. So I could see people being like, no, this is quite a progressive show. But then the only character that is 100% true gay is a really awful archetype, and he has no understanding of boundaries. He's annoying. He's just like a huge like stereotype in all the worst ways. Tone of the show does jump around quite a bit. It made me feel on the edge of my seat in a great way, because I'm like, this is a great, cute moment, but who's gonna get kidnapped in the next 5 minutes? You know, like I was constantly really engaged with the show when I was actually watching it and not skipping ahead. Some of the really powerful emotional moments really hit home for me to do with the female lead and her friend. Like when she goes into the dungeon and saves all the girls, and like this moment where you should be really happy and proud of yourself for saving these women, but then she realizes her friend isn't there and she breaks down. And I was like, that's really relatable. You know, like you're still doing something really good and heroic and amazing, but like you still have that selfish drive of like, where's my best friend? I need to save my girl. And then other moments that really got to me, the kind of climax around episode 14, I think, where the villain goes into the company building and he kidnaps the female lead, and like there's the whole bomb threat, and that had really great intensity. Like that was wonderfully shot. And then the moment where she's got the bomb and she's telling the male lead to leave and save himself, and he's like, no, I'm gonna stay with you. I cried. I actually cried. Overall, I'm extremely conflicted on how to rate this show. If we're taking just the romantic relationship and the dynamic between the three leads, story of our female lead accomplishing her goals of like becoming a hero and like using her strength for good, the storyline of our leads is wonderful, and I would probably give that around a 4.5 star if that was a contained entity, but it's not. It has to deal with the fact that 50% of the show to me is not worth watching whatsoever, and it is actual trash and not the fun kind that I like to enjoy in. So I'm going to try and land somewhere in the middle and say that I'm going to give Strong Girl a 3.5 out of 5 star. I think that's very diplomatic of me because I don't think this show holds up. This is not a show that aged very well. That's everything from me. Have a good night. Have a good day. Bye.